The Discovery and Colonization of America, 1492 to 1763. Welcome to our journey through the early history of the United States. Today we'll explore the discovery and colonization of America, a period that laid the foundation for the modern United States. This chapter in history is filled with daring explorations, powerful empires, and the beginning of a new society on the American continent. The story begins in 1492, a year that marked a pivotal moment in history. Christopher Columbus, an Italian explorer under the sponsorship of the Spanish crown, set sail across the Atlantic Ocean. His goal? To find a new trade route to Asia. But instead of reaching the East Indies, Columbus landed on an island in the Caribbean, marking the beginning of European exploration in the Americas. Columbus's voyages opened the door for other European nations to explore, conquer, and colonize the New World. The Spanish, Portuguese, French, and English quickly followed, seeking wealth, land, and power. This period, known as the Age of Exploration, was a time of adventure, but also of conflict and transformation for the native populations. The Spanish were among the first to establish colonies in the Americas. They conquered powerful indigenous empires, like the Aztecs in Mexico and the Incas in South America. With these conquests, Spain became one of the most powerful empires in the world, controlling vast territories in the Americas. Meanwhile, the English were also setting their sights on the New World. In 1607, they established their first permanent settlement in Jamestown, Virginia. This small colony faced enormous challenges, including harsh winters, disease, and conflicts with the native Powhatan Confederacy. Yet, Jamestown survived and became the first successful English colony in America, marking the beginning of English influence in the region. As the English established more colonies along the eastern coast of North America, the character of these settlements began to take shape. By the mid-17th century, the English had founded 13 colonies, each with its unique economy, culture, and governance. The New England colonies, for example, were largely driven by Puritan religious values and community-oriented agriculture. The southern colonies, such as Virginia and the Carolinas, developed economies based on large plantations and the labor of enslaved Africans. These regional differences would later play a significant role in shaping the future of the United States. While the English were expanding their presence, the French and Dutch were also establishing colonies in North America. The French settled in areas that would later become Canada and the Mississippi River Valley. They focused on trade, particularly in fur, and built strong relationships with many Native American tribes. The Dutch, on the other hand, founded New Netherland, with its capital at New Amsterdam, modern-day New York City. Like the French, the Dutch were heavily involved in trade, and their colony became a melting pot of different cultures and nationalities. The 17th and early 18th centuries were marked by intense rivalries between European powers as they vied for control of North America. Wars in Europe often spilled over into the colonies, leading to conflicts like King Philip's War, the French and Indian War, and other skirmishes between the English, French, Spanish, and Native American allies. Conflicts shaped the boundaries and fortunes of the colonies. By 1763, the Treaty of Paris ended the French and Indian War, significantly altering the map of North America. France ceded much of its territory to the British, setting the stage for the American Revolution just a few years later. The period of discovery and colonization in America was one of dramatic change and development. The seeds of what would become the United States were planted during these years of exploration, conflict, and settlement. The diverse cultures, economies, and ideas that took root in the colonies would eventually come together to form a new nation, one that would soon fight for its independence and create a new chapter in history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through early American history. Stay tuned for more episodes as we continue to explore the fascinating story of the United States. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, planted during these years of exploration, conflict, and settlement. The diverse cultures, economies, and ideas that took root in the colonies would eventually come together to form a new nation, one that would soon fight for its independence and create a new chapter in history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through early American history. Stay tuned for more episodes as we continue to explore the fascinating story of the United States. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share,